Hey Fayfay Fam, welcome back to my channel and thank you guys so much for watching. So today's video was highly requested, like highly requested. Okay, so you guys have been loving this makeup look that I wore to an outing that I went to a few days ago, and I posted some photos of my makeup and hair and you guys went crazy. So this is the makeup look, guys. So this is the makeup look and I hope you guys really do enjoy this video. If you would like to see how I get this gray beautiful matte baddie girly look, then please keep on watching. I start off with today's video. I like to create a room that feels and smells good. So I've recently purchased this candle, which is kind of distorted now, but oh, it smells so yummy. So I purchased this candle from Sheet Street and you guys, I am loving it. This one is a pomegranate flavor and it smells so good. So I'm just gonna light this real quickly. So it automatically gives such a nice smell to the room. What flavor candles do you guys like? Please let me know in the comments. So you guys, I've been really upset recently with my brows because I've been plucking it. Well, I always do my brows, but the thing is I messed up and I have like a kink right here. I think I plucked a bit too much, and then yeah, I don't know, my brows are not growing as it used to, if that makes sense. So this part that I plucked out a few weeks ago is kind of taking a little bit longer than expected to grow back. On the day when I did do this makeup, I used my Julian paint pot. So on this day I went in with this extremely thin brush. I don't even know if you guys can see. I sprayed my brush. Okay, I sprayed my brush and then went directly into the paint pot. You can create a liquid eyebrow product just by using a spray and a paint pot. But what I like to do is just go ahead and just draw in like strokes. So as you guys can see, I already went and covered that sparse area. And it gives more of a natural look than covering everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just do light strokes throughout the brows. As you guys can see, you can already tell the difference. I'm trying to do a whole lot of different brow styles and brow routines recently, just because everybody is different. Everybody likes their eyebrows in a different style and in a different way. I personally like in between a natural and Instagram. Make sure that you like the style that you are doing, whatever it may be. It may be really dark intense eyebrows, it may be really light, it may be the brushed up brow, it may be in between the Instagram brow. Whatever type or style of eyebrow, like an eyebrow routine that you guys like, make sure you're doing it the correct way in that style. Because many people like a particular style but they don't do it correctly, so that kind of messes up your overall look. Okay, so just be wary of that, guys. You guys can see my eyebrows are done. I have so crazy eyebrows. Now this eyebrow is a more arched eyebrow, and then this eyebrow is rounded and arched. So this makes it really difficult for me to get it looking identical. So I try and get it as close as possible to looking like each other, but most of the time it doesn't. As long as it's close to looking like each other, that's the main thing. Okay, so as you guys can see, my brows are a little bit dark, so I'm gonna go in with the NYX tinted brow mascara in the shade Espresso, and I'm lightly just gonna go ahead and just like brush through these. brow hairs. It will change the color a bit, but it also gives that nice brushed natural look, which I love. Okay, as you guys can see, this did change the color a bit, which is really nice, and I love that. To carve out my brows, I'm using the highlight and contour circle by Kryolan, and I'm using this light shade, and I'm going to mix it a little bit with this darker shade right there. So when carving out your brows, make sure that you're using a really nice precise brush. So I'm using this nice flat brush, but it's a really nice thin flat brush, which will be a perfect cut and align. So you want to do this part quickly and just get onto the eyeshadow, but this is where you need to actually take a little bit more time and be more precise and more neat with cutting your brow, because if I for a second just like try and rush through, I will, you know, go mistakenly like brush the concealer onto my eyebrow hair, which cancels out the whole purpose of me doing this step. Now you guys, I'm talking from a place of experience because I've been through this before. In a couple of my previous videos, you will see me messing up my brow and doing this, so that is why I'm like helping you guys to avoid these steps. Okay, I'm also gonna go ahead and just prime my eyelid for the eyeshadow. Normally what you would go and do is cut the top of the brow, but I think I'm gonna do the cutting of the top of the brow one with my foundation. Okay, I look so crazy right now. Normally I would go in with eyeshadow, but now I'm gonna do my face and then do eyeshadow last. I'm trying out a new technique. It's something that I did see JLo's makeup artist do on the YouTuber Tati. If you guys know who Tati is, go and check out that video, and then you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from with today's video. So next I'm doing my contour, and I'm doing cream contour underneath my foundation. I'm going to use the Switch Beauty Holy Grail Flash Case, and I'm using this brown shade to contour with this oval dense brush, and I'm just going to apply that. Going ahead and using my foundation, I've been loving these two together. This is the MAC Studio Fix fluid foundation in the color NC44.5. It's too dark, so that is the reason why I use the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in the shade white. And then just to blend these two together and get the perfect shade, I use the NYX Away We Glow Liquid Booster, and this is the shade Untamed. So this is how it looks. Apply my NC44.5 on my hand like that. Then I go ahead with my white foundation mixer, a dot of that, like that. And then I go with the liquid booster and just apply one dot. I think I applied a little bit too much, a little bit too much, a little bit too much. But it's okay. And then just mix that together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just place this foundation all over my face, not on the area where I've contoured, obviously. And whatever's left on my hand, I like to just rub that onto my neck. Then I like to go ahead with my brush, this foundation brush, and then just go and stipple that foundation into my skin. Now I'm not touching the contour just yet. My skin looks so beautiful and glowy in person, you guys. Can't really see on camera. So now is when I use the excess foundation that's on this brush. It's a little bit wet with foundation, and now is when I will just go ahead and just start blending that contour out. What I did on the day was that I had a little bit of foundation on my hand, and then I just placed it on my contour and then blended it slowly like that. What that did was it made it more blended and more natural. But if you do it this way, it's going to be more intense and, you know, more cut, and you'll be able to see that contour stand out a lot. So it's basically just your preference. I feel this routine is so good. I'm obviously doing a very toned down version to the makeup artist that did Tati's makeup, but he really was intense with how he blended and the amount of product that he did use. Go and check that video out. It is a bit crazy when you see how he blends underneath the foundation first and then apply all of the foundation over that. But it's really nice to you know, learn more techniques on makeup. I mean, there's so many different ways of doing makeup, so it's nice to learn, and yeah, you discover so many things that you can achieve with your own makeup routine. So I'm just blending out this shade in my eye. Okay, so now that my face is blended and, you know, it's nice and bronzy, I'm gonna go ahead and just sort the eyes out, and then I'll come back and do my highlights. So for the eyes on this day, I used the Swear by It palette by NYX. So I went ahead and used this shade right here. It's a beautiful neutral shade. It's like a taupey in between, like an orangey shade, and I just went ahead and, you know, just blended this out on the outer corner of my eye with a blending brush. Next, using this brown shade right here and just deepening up the outer corner of the eye using a more tapered, smaller brush. You can use anything with a flat edge, or you can even use tape. I'm just going to use this flat edge just to get a nice defined corner, outer edge. Next, I'm gonna go in with this gray shade right here. It is such a beautiful gray matte shade, and I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a half cut crease. So I haven't applied any concealer. It's just gonna be a nice blended soft matte type of cut crease, nothing too dramatic. So now that I've applied that beautiful shade, I'm going to go ahead and apply this shade that I first applied on my eyelid, and using the same blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and just blend out these two shades together, so this dark brown and the gray, and I'm using this shade as the transition between the two. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm using the What the Hype mascara and just coating my top lashes real quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply my lashes. I'll be right back. So now that my lashes are on, I'm going to go into this black shade right here and then just use a small brush and do like a blended out winged eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and just highlight underneath my eye. I'm using the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Neutral Buff. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with this brush right here. Set the concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX SFX setting powder. This is the translucent shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and just apply that onto all of those creams. I'll dust it out in a second. To bronze my face, I'm using the Captivate palette by Mud. This is the Warmth Highlight palette, and I like to go in with this matte shade just to warm up the face and just bronze up the face a bit. I like to also mix these two shades together. It's a beautiful shimmer shade in the middle and this matte shade. So I like to swirl my brush like that and then just go over those contour areas, over my nose, underneath my chin, and then I like to use the same brush and then just go and dust away that excess powder. Beauty spot right here, and it's so light you cannot even see. So what I like to do is I like to use my NYX eyeliner. I'll just go ahead over my natural beauty spot and then just place a dot there. So you guys can see now my beauty spot is back in place. I also have another one right here on the corner of my lip. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that as well. Okay, so I actually really like my beauty spot. I feel like when you do end up covering these things on your face, you kind of lose the essence of you. So these are the two things that really stand out on my face, and I really like how it looks. So that's the reason why I bring it back to life when I do apply foundation. For blush, I'm going back into the Swatch Beauty Holy Grail Flash Case. I've been loving the cream peachy look right here for a cream blush. So what I do is just tap my finger onto this cream and then just apply it on my cheek, and then I go ahead and then just blend that out with my brush. For my inner corner highlight, I went into my Foil Play palette by NYX, and I used this beautiful gray shade right here. It's a stunning, very soft color. I'm going to apply this brown shade with a flat brush, just the outer corner of the bottom lash line. Apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. I like to go ahead with a thin brush and then just contour my lips. I don't know guys, contouring your lips just like completely changes the... I didn't even apply anything else, just like contouring my lips with a eyeshadow, by the way, you guys, an eyeshadow. For my lips, I'm using the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Jealousy. And I'm just gonna apply this. This turns into like a beautiful taupey look when it dries. On the day, I went in with this matte nude lip in the color 02. This is by Essence. It's like a nudie pink, and I just applied this on the center of the lip. Oh, it smells so yummy. For highlighter, I used the LA Girl Strobe highlighter in the shade 50 Watt. And I'm using the small fan brush, and I'm just gonna apply this on my cheek. To finish the look, I'm using my Dewy Finish setting spray by NYX, and this is just to lock everything into place. This is the final result. So that is it for today's makeup look. I hope you guys really did enjoy, and let me know in the comment section on different makeup and let me know in the comment section on what you guys think of this tutorial. Please tag me in your photos. I would love to see how you guys look. I've been loving the recent tags and recreations you guys have been sending me. I love it so much. Here are the girls' photos who has recently created looks inspired by me. Tag me in more photos. I would love to share it with every one of you. So yeah, that is it from me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.